At 9344 West Central.
This is a Steckline Communications Station, K273CX, FM 102.5, and AM 1480 KQAM, Wichita Proud. It's time for your latest news from the KQAM News Center. Brought to you by Continental Truck Accessories, 6701 South Broadway. Show your truck some love with Continental Truck Accessories.
Good afternoon, I'm Andy Hooser. Well, a couple is coordinating a new campus high school driver's education program as they say there's been a concern with teenagers dying in fatal car crashes in the state of Kansas.
I started teaching in the fall of 1964.
That was Larry Bernstorff on Cake News, where him and his wife have set up the campus high school driver's education program that focuses on defensive driving, which is only offered at a handful of high schools across the state. And many law enforcement agents say it's a great way to try and keep the kids safe as they start getting their license.
The more we can go through and educate these kids or give them more experience behind the wheel at a young age, hopefully I'm not investigating that injury collision.
In other news, the Kansas Department of Health and Environment has issued a boil water advisory for the YMCA's Camp Hyde in Sedgwick County. As Cake News reports, the advisory took effect yesterday and will remain in effect until conditions that place the system at risk of bacterial contamination are resolved. The KDHE also reminds that if your tap water appears dirty, to flush the water lines by letting the water run until it's clear, and to boil water for 1 minute prior to drinking or food preparation. Now let's go to sports.
The United States men's basketball team stopped its unprecedented losing streak in exhibition basketball with a 108-80 win against Argentina last night in Las Vegas. Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant each added 17 as the United States scored 21 more points than it has in the past two contests. The United States lost its first two exhibitions in preparation for the Olympics, first to Nigeria 90-87 and then to Australia 91-83. Prior to this week, the U.S. had lost two exhibition games in 29 years. From the KGSO Sports Desk, I'm Adam Cook.
Scott Child's Old Time Clock Shop, 1946 West 13th Street in the heart of Riverside. It's not just a name of a shop. Scott Child started the shop back in 1974. He has perhaps the best inventory of all kinds of clocks that he's ever had in his business. That means great selection for you. If you've never checked it out, you owe it to yourself. Scott Child's Old Time Clock Shop.
Down here, we fish with Mountain Dew because there's no rush hour. Just the rush of flying wide open on glassy water at 5 a.m. with your first dew in hand. Down here, there's no spin class, just bright green spinnerbait that matches your second dew. Down here, you're making the most of every set hook, trophy fish, and ones that got away with that ice-cold Mountain Dew. Because down here, it's dew, and we claim the outdoors.
Did you know that 4-H isn't just for kids who live and work on farms? 4-H is a club for boys and girls ages 7 through 18 and promotes community service, leadership, and communication skills. With over 34 projects to choose from, the possibilities are endless. For more information about 4-H, visit www.sedgwick.ksu.edu.
Market information, Mid-America Ag Network. Going to take a look at Kansas and Oklahoma's closing cash grain bids. It is Wednesday, July 14th, and we saw some upward movement in the futures markets for corn, soybeans, and wheat. We saw some strong positives in the cash markets as well. Let's take a look. We'll start at Concordia, Kansas, where the wheat finished at $6.14, the corn $6.19, the Milo $6.04, the soybeans $14.38. At Goodland, the wheat $5.98, the corn $6.44, Milo $5.79, soybeans $14.18. Sumner County, the wheat $6.15, corn $6.49, Milo $6.29, beans $14.43. At Garden City, the wheat finished at $6.12, corn $6.54, Milo $6.19, beans $13.65. At Fredonia, $5.99 on the wheat, $6.64 on the corn, $6.29 on the Milo, and $14.38 on soybeans. At Belleville, the wheat closed out the day at $6.04, the corn $6.09, Milo $5.94, beans $14.28. At Ponca City, the wheat $5.99, corn $6.49, Milo $6.18, soybeans $14.33. At Enid, Oklahoma, wheat finished at $6.18, Milo $6.39, soybeans $13.33. And at Panhandle Hooker, $6.32 on the wheat, $6.88 on the corn, $6.18 on the Milo, $14.23 on soybeans. Grab the calculator to come up with averages. Here we go. Everything is sharply up. $6.10 the average across Kansas and Oklahoma. On wheat, that's up 17. Corn finished at $6.47 across the two states. That's up 18. Milo was at $6.14 on the average. That's up 17. Soybeans finished with an average across Oklahoma and Kansas at $14.13. That's up 37. So a big day all the way across for the cash grains. Wheat was up 16. Make that 17. Wheat was up 17 on Wednesday. Corn up 18. Milo up 17. Soybeans up 37. Kansas and Oklahoma closing cash grain bids. Mid-America Ag Network.
Your local weather on KQAM, brought to you by Jewelry Savers. Conveniently located off K96 on Greenwich Road. The Kansas trusted jewelry source since 1971. Jewelry Savers.
Hot and a little humid this afternoon in Wichita. We'll see daytime highs right around 94 degrees. A mix of sun and clouds. South wind 15 to 25, gusts to 35. During the late night hours, we see a chance for showers and storms rolling in, a low near 72. More